My name is Asos Harsin. I'm 28 years of age. I'm from Kurdistan, the north of Iraq. From Kurdistan, the north of Iraq. From Kurdistan, the north of Iraq. Good morning, Cologne. Okay, let me hear. Who's the most excited ASEAN representative in the room? Are there any people from France in the room? Truc de fou pète un câble. Okay, it's a huge honor for me to be on stage on the International Conference of ASEAN. Before I want to go into my topic, I want to introduce myself briefly. My name is Asos Harsin. I'm 28 years of age. I'm from Kurdistan, the north of Iraq. I came as a refugee to the Netherlands. My name is Asos Harsin. I'm 28 years of age. I'm from Kurdistan, the north of Iraq. I came as a refugee to the Netherlands. I didn't finish my school. I was a pizza delivery and a cleaning occupation, so I wasn't very successful in traditional work. Good fortune came my way. ASEAN came on my path when I was 19 years of age. I was a direct success in ASEAN. I became ETL after 5 years. That's a joke. But thank God to the co-founders. They don't fire you when you're slow, but who agrees with me? It's better to have a get rich ever than a get rich never. Who agrees? So the first thing you should realize, ASEAN is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I just put one foot in front of another, and now I'm a regional vice president, I'm living the life of my dreams. And I'm so grateful for God, my family, the whole Dutch organization. Are you in the house? And of course, my beautiful fiance, my sister, and a special thanks to the co-founders and to somebody who's very special to me. His name is Mr. Wayne Holbrook. He exemplifies leadership because I see him working so hard. He's really one of the biggest mentors I've ever seen and had in my life. So please help me thank all of the people I just mentioned. So my topic is going to be follow-up and closing. I'm very excited about this topic. I will tell you why, because there's a fortune in the follow-up in this business. A lot of people think that we got to make it happen the moment we talk to a person, but recruiting is an event, enrolling is a process. And let me tell you guys what recruiting is, and let me tell you what enrolling is. We all want to have somebody who sees the information the first time, and when they see it the first time, they get enrolled, signed up the same moment. Who would like to have a prospect like that? Everybody. True or not? But what we have seen is that all the quality people who join ASEAN, they don't make a decision the first moment when they see the information. Who can relate to that information? So what you will see is that there's a fortune in the follow-up. We should be focused on the process, not on the moment when we talk to a new person. So there's a fortune in the follow-up. It's timing, not talent. We could do the best presentation ever. You can be the best closer ever. But when the timing is not right for that person, they will not join ASEAN. So don't worry, it's not because of your skill level, it's because of their personal timing. So we should always keep people in the pipeline of our business. This means when they see the information, the timing is not right for them, we shouldn't be focused on signing them up. Our focus should be building the relationship 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years after the first exposure. Because you will see that when the timing is right and you invest in a relationship, when the timing is right, they will knock on your door and tell you, I want to join ASEAN, I want to join your team. If you agree to the statement and you understand what I say I. So the follow-up script, oh, let me tell you about process versus event. It would be very cool when you talk to a person and you talk to them and they sign up immediately. It would be very cool. But this is not the way it goes. Most of the times, the enrolling process, bringing somebody into the business, has many facets. The first step is contacting the prospect, of course. The second step is bringing them to a meeting. The third step is just building the relationship. If they don't want to join, it's not a problem. You got to keep on reinforcing the relationship. So you send them a new magazine. When you get an update from your business assistant, you show them a new product video. Who likes a new product video of ACN? Yeah. So now the translation goes there. España! I gotta make friends with the Spanish because or else they're not gonna clap at my training. So, see, I told you. So, you must understand that I'm gonna give you a story of a follow that didn't go well. So imagine you're talking to one of your best people that you know. Yeah, imagine. And you're talking to them about ACN. They don't want to join. And you don't focus on the relationship, you go on recruiting other people. But 6 months after, you go to a local training in your respective marketplace, and who do you see? You see your friend. And you're like, oh, what are you doing here? And they're like, hey, yeah, I just lost my job. So now I'm interested in ACN. I'm going to join. One of my friends just told me. And you're frustrated because this person is not in your group. But that's not a problem. 6 months goes by, we go to Budapest, okay? When you go to Budapest, Greg Provenzano is going to do the speech of the newest RVP in Europe, who broke all the records, who got a very emotional story. The story is so emotional, everybody's crying. People are weeping, are crying, like, this is a real emotional story. When you see the person who comes up, your friend, you're also crying. But for a different reason. I'm going to tell you another story about the follow-up. A follow-up that went well. So there's somebody in our group, his name is Dario Castelline. Who knows Dario Castelline? Dio talked to a prospect. The prospect was not interested. But Dio said, you're not interested, no problem. Do you know some people who will be open for an opportunity? That person gave him 3 names. Peter, Hendrik, and the third name was Marvin Fuhrmann. Who knows Marvin Fuhrmann? The cool thing was this. When Marvin saw the business, he didn't join, but Dio said, come to the training next day. Marvin came. Marvin became a team coordinator in 6 months. His 7th month, he was the number 2 of Europe. His 8th month in the business, Marvin Fuhrmann was the number 1 team coordinator, global production. Please give me a round of applause for Marvin Fuhrmann. So, now about closing. And this is something I really love. I love closing because if you realize or not, but during the whole process of life, we are constantly closing. You probably closed your girlfriend, your husband, into the relationship. If you go to a restaurant, you go to eat somewhere, they're going to ask you at the end, do you want a dessert? Very important. Don't become a beggar. I was ETT in ETL for 5 years. You know why? Because I was begging people into the business. Oh, please, you want to make money with us? Please. Come on, let's do this together. No. People don't follow weak people. People follow strong people. If you want to have a big business, you must become strong. You must become tough. You must build this mental muscle. AC is a business of the character. AC is not a business if you can jump in with a weak mindset and build a strong business. Next part. I must talk to my spouse. Okay, ladies, how many, okay, okay, ladies, who runs the world? Okay, let's do it again. Okay, ladies, who run the world? Okay, boys, who run the girls? Boys. It's a joke, 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 it's a joke. It's a joke, it's a joke. Okay, I must talk to my spouse. Ladies, haven't you gone shopping? You spent more money than you were supposed to spend. You came home with the bags. Your boyfriend or husband was looking at you like, is that what we agreed? But it was not a big problem. Who can relate to this, girls? Women? Yeah, of course. Most of the times the husband is sitting next to the wife, she doesn't dare to put her hand up. This is very interesting. This is something you should really realize. For all the men, when there's a guy sitting across me, a man, like a young man, anything, and they tell me, I gotta discuss this with my wife, girlfriend, spouse, this is what I tell them. Your spouse, your girlfriend, would rather see you asking for forgiveness than asking for permission. Take a stand. You're a man, aren't you? Come on. Who's running the household? You or your wife? You aren't you? Come on, take a stand. Okay. Hey, stop. The third part, third excuse. They're like, oh, but I don't know. I don't understand. All this commission, web shops. I'm not technical. I don't understand this business. You know what I tell them? If you understand what I'm going to say right now, you know the whole business. Who understands that if we make a customer and we give the customer to ACN, the customer will pay the bill? We understand this. And that we get commission. Who understand this? Then you understand ACN. That's it. I don't have time. Time is a priority. This is very interesting. And in Europe, because we are so spoiled, people in Europe are very spoiled. You know, the average European watches approximately 15 hours a week television. 15 hours a week they watch television. And what do they see on television? How to buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like. True or not? So the interesting part is that this television is a very, very big obstacle. So what we advise people to do is, when you start a business, sell the television. Because when I was very broke, I didn't have any money. This is very interesting. Me and my broke friends, we all had very small houses. Have you realized, and have you seen also that the smaller the house, the bigger the television? Yeah, it's true or not? Very big. But all the houses who are worth more than $1 million, they have a library. Doesn't it say something? It says something, doesn't it? The interesting part is this. If you join ACN, time is a priority. Like 5 to 10 hours a week. ACN is not 100% of your time. ACN is 100% of your effort. 5 to 10 hours a week. 5 to 7 years minimum. You compound all that leverage, all that work ethic, you'll build something massive. But ACN is like a yo-yo. 1 week, 5 hours, next week, no hour. Then 3 months, 20 hours a week. Then 3 months, 5 hours a week. Then 6 months, no hours a week. ACN is a business you can build by being consistent. Consistency is a very, very, very important part of this business. But time is a priority. Let's go back at watching television. The average European watches 10-hour plus television. You just advise them, what's more important for your future? Who's going to put your children to university? The television or you? Who? The television? No, it's not. Okay, so sell the television, you got time and you have money. Because that brings me to the next point. People say they don't have money. Oh, I want to join ACN, but I don't have the money. Boo. This is what we tell them in the Netherlands. The first question, start writing. First question, you don't have the money? This is the first question. How does it feel? Let them feel it. Second question, how long have you been in that situation? Third question, what are you doing to get out of that situation? Hey, you don't have the money, you say? No, I don't have the money. Okay, imagine my good friend Dominicano Flores. He gives you his new Lamborghini for 400 euros. How fast do you have 400 euros? You know what they tell you? They tell you 4 minutes. Is this true, yes or no? You know why? The psychology of buying is you pay something and you're paying less than it's worth in your psychology. That's why you buy it. You agree? Yes or no? So if you give away a Lamborghini for 400 euros, everybody can get the money because they value the car more than they value their future. Hey, but if you value your car more than your future, you're poor. You know what poor means? Passing over opportunity repeatedly. But if you become an ACN RVP of SVP, you will be rich. Residual income creates happiness. So how does it make you feel not having the money? It makes you feel bad, doesn't it? Yeah, but ACN can bring you and family wherever you want to go. Teach your children to the best university where you want them to go. Can you make you proud? This car can bring you from A to B. It's a nice Lamborghini, but only from point A to point B. This ACN vehicle can make you and your family proud. You can stand for something. When you and your grandchildren go have dinner, before they go and have dinner, they say grace to you. Who has a picture of their grandfather or grandmother in their home? Can I see the hands? You know why the rest of you is not raising their hand? Because your grandfather didn't left you anything. That's why. We can leave something for our children and grandchildren, but we must take a stand. I'm reaching out. I'm giving my hand out. You just need to grab it. We'll find a way. We'll sell your television. We'll find 400 euros. But we must take a stand. If we don't change, nothing changes. If we change, everything changes. Let's do this together. You're not alone. And then you've planted a seed in their mind. True or not? Yes. They won't sleep well that night, I promise you. And this is what we need to do. We must wake people up. People are so conditioned. We are all like robots living this traditional life. Find a good job, do a good study, go to university, work hard, build a pension. Pension is not there. Hey, let's be honest. How's the European market at the moment? How are the pensions? Imagine when I finish my study, is there a job waiting for me, yes or no? Absolutely not. Imagine I'm 50 plus of age. I get fired because I'm too expensive. How does it make me feel? Very bad. But in ACN, do they look at your diplomas? No. Do they look at your age? No. Do they look at your belief? No. If you're slow, like me, they fire you? No. So the only person who can expel themselves from this opportunity is the person who wants to have a quick fix in life and a quick success. Hey, for the majority of the people, there is no quick success. But imagine working 10 years, very consistent, and being able to walk away from the job that you're having the lifestyle that you dream about, everybody being happy, no more financial worries. Imagine having a life without financial worries. Let me hear the scream that you have if you want to have a life without financial worries. Let me hear your scream. Okay, so the last part is, can I do it? Can I do it? It's not a can-do issue. It's a want I do this issue. Now, I will tell you a story about the guy in Denmark. His name is Victor Fasahati. Is Victor in the house? Victor is an ASEAN gangster. Victor is so good. Victor created something with his upline, of course, top regional vice president, top RD Maluna Farben. They created such a great momentum in Denmark that it's all about, do I want it? Not, can I do it? Victor and I had the same background. We were like ghetto guys from the streets. We started ASEAN, both. We didn't have a telephone. Now, imagine doing ASEAN without a telephone. Now it's very cool. Now it's very cool. But when I was in a situation, I had to walk to my sister's house. Sister, please, do you have 20 euros for me? I need to buy some credit for my phone. Could you imagine that those moments I was not so happy about the business? Who can understand that? But ASEAN is a solution for all of us. ASEAN Europe is one. It's not about ASEAN, France, Portugal, Greece, or Hungary, or Netherlands. ASEAN Europe is one. We must beat the Americans. We can beat the Americans. We must do it together. We can do this together. But this is the moment we must take a stand. For me, it was really exciting to be here in front of you. This was one of the goals I had and dreams I had in my life. To be, I cannot meet all of you in person, but I will put this in my journal for my grandchildren as one of the most happy days in my life. And I'm so grateful and thankful that ASEAN made this possible and that we can share this opportunity together. Thank you so much. Let's see each other again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage